Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I will give you guys some tips on how to improve sleep. Sleep is the single most effective and important thing that you can do for your brain and your health every day. Sleep is directly correlated to your cognitive and physical performance. Now, more than 1/3 of America does not get the recommended amount of 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. According to Dr. Matthew Walker in his book, Why We Sleep, routinely sleeping less than 6 to 7 hours a night does demolish your immune system, more than doubles your risk of cancer. Insufficient sleep is also a key lifestyle factor in determining whether or not you will develop Alzheimer's disease. Lack of sleep is also associated with higher rates of depression, anxiety, immune system failure, stroke, heart failure, dementia, cancer, skin problems, and overeating. Now, I do have another video that summarizes the effect of lack of sleep on weight loss specifically, as well as food decisions. So I will leave that up top in the cards as well as down in the description below to check out if you are interested. But basically, in summary, poor sleep does impact your blood sugar levels, your food choices, and your impulse control. Now, a couple of important facts about sleep. There are two processes in the body that determine when we feel sleepy. The first one is our circadian rhythm. So our bodies have a 24-hour circadian rhythm where the body is naturally awake for 12 to 16 hours. From the moment we wake up, a chemical called adenosine slowly starts building up. And adenosine continues to build up until it makes us feel very sleepy at night. Different people have different circadian rhythms. This is what we also call sleep chronotype, and everybody has a different chronotype. So for some people, their peak of wakefulness comes early in the day and their sleepiness comes early at night. These are what we call the morning type of people, and they make up about 40% of the population. These people tend to wake up around dawn, and they're happy to do so, and they function optimally at this time of day. For me, waking up early allows me to basically triple my productivity and get as much done as possible throughout the day. But that really is just me and my sleep chronotype and what works best for me. Now, if you are a night owl and waking up later in the day helps you increase your output, your focus, and your productivity, and most of your best work is done late at night, then that's a sign that your sleep chronotype would be more of a night owl. So moving on to some tangible tips that I have on how to improve your sleep. So poor sleep definitely sucks, but it's definitely not a random outcome that just happens to us. There's definitely tangible ways to be proactive to try to improve your sleep. This is something that we do assist our clients with on one-on-one coaching. A lot of people will usually see some negative effects to their sleep in the very beginning when they're transitioning off of unhealthy food. But over time, as you clean up the diet and your body gets used to the detoxing and elimination process, your sleep should improve. So tip number one is to use a wearable or a sleep device that can track your sleep metrics. So I personally use a Oura Ring. It just sits on my finger like this. I actually received this as a gift a really long time ago, but now there are a lot of different brands and wearables that you can use to track your sleep. They basically all do the same thing. In a nutshell, they give you a sleep score and they track the key metrics associated with sleep and sleep quality. I am planning to make a video specifically on sleep metrics and how to analyze your own sleep metrics. This is something that we assist our one-on-one coaching clients with. So the reason why I like wearables, obviously data drives decisions. I think overall it's just helped me understand my body a little bit better, what impacts my sleep, and has forced me to really be conscious of my own sleeping habits. So if sleep optimization is something that you are interested in, then I will leave some resources down in the description box below for you to check out. Number two is sticking to a sleep schedule. Now, if there is any one tip that I can give you today, the biggest tip that you should take away, you should try to go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every morning. One thing that I read from a book that kind of changed my perspective about sleep is from Ryan Holiday's book, Discipline is Destiny. It's a very popular one. And in the book, he talks about how sleep habits in itself are a discipline. I know not everyone can be perfect about their sleep schedule all the time, and sometimes work comes in the way. Maybe you're traveling a lot, or maybe you do shift work nights and days, and it's just hard to be really consistent. The more you can practice this to the best extent possible around your work and travel life and other obligations, then the better. So if you're the type of person that likes to lay in bed and scroll on your phone before bed, then Ryan Holiday actually recommends setting an alarm on your phone to go to sleep. So most of us set alarms to start the day, to go to work, to get out of bed, but setting an alarm to go to bed in itself is also a habit that you can practice. If you are having trouble with consistent sleep times, or you find yourself, easily wandering off on social media, or telling yourself that you're just gonna watch another episode on Netflix while you're in bed at night. Another thing about inconsistent sleep schedules is that it can really wreak havoc on your limbic system if you are sleeping at different times every single night. It does mess with your hormones if you're sleeping at a different time every night, and it does mess with your ability to function optimally. Sleeping at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every morning does have a huge impact to your circadian rhythm. Next tip I have is to avoid stimulants that can disturb sleep. So this includes any sort of stimulant, which includes like caffeine late at night, alcohol, sleeping pills, nicotine, any sort of medication or prescribed medication that can disrupt your sleep. So caffeine itself does temporarily blunt the effect of adenosine, but not the accumulation of it. So that is why when the liver flushes out caffeine from the system, you experience a crash because you feel the effects of that built up adenosine at once. Alcohol does also have a direct impact on REM sleep as well. Some people find that alcohol helps them pass out, but what alcohol affects specifically is your REM sleep and the quality of your REM sleep. A couple of sub tips around sleep environment. So I highly recommend a dark bedroom with blackout curtains if you can, and the temperature of your room is also really important as well. So you will definitely sleep better in a cooler room, which is usually defined between 16 to 20 degrees Celsius. Screens are also a huge one. I think we all know that. Having screens on late at night really impacts your ability to get good quality sleep. And if you are reading before bed, then I highly recommend a Kindle because the light on the Kindle makes a huge difference compared to the light on your phone. Try to also use blue blockers if you are going to be doing screens or you still have to be doing work late at night. If you wear glasses, you can also choose to have the prescription blue lenses. There's also the ability to turn your screens and gadgets onto night mode or sleep mode, change the backlight on your screens and devices after a certain time, so it's easier on your eyes. Another tip is sleep hygiene. Basically the idea that being clean before bed does help improve the quality of your sleep. So whether that's just getting into the shower right before bed, changing into a different set of clothes, just overall feeling clean before you go into bed does help with your sleep as well. Next tip is to try to best plan your meals around your sleep time and try not to eat up to 2 to 3 hours before bed. If you eat your last meal too late, what it can actually do is it can impact your lowest resting heart rate. And ideally you want to reach your lowest resting heart rate no later than 6 hours after you fall asleep. This is something that having a sleep device such as an Oura Ring can help with tracking. Last but not least, there are supplements that can help with sleep. Dietary supplements can help support the body in the production of sleep promoting hormones and neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA. These supplements can be used in conjunction with a proper human diet to help the body relax and produce brain waves similar to that of rest. So the first one is magnesium glycinate, which is popular for sleep. According to the WHO, 75% of the United States population is deficient in magnesium. This mineral is crucial for over 300 reactions in the body, and it plays a key part in regulating levels of melatonin and GABA. There are many different forms of magnesium out there. Magnesium glycinate is the most bioavailable. Magnesium itself increases deep sleep and the period of time that it takes to fall asleep, and it also helps decrease nighttime cortisol levels. To maximize the potential of magnesium, you can also supplement it with calcium citrate, which synergizes with magnesium and supports high quality sleep. Two other supplements you can look into are reishi and ashwagandha. Both are herbal extracts that can maximize the presence of bioactive compounds in the body. Hey, if you guys like the video, give us a thumbs up and leave your comments down below on any tips that you have to improve your sleep. Until next time.